right, welcome. It is the start of the midday show. Good morning, everyone. 11 minutes down, 11 a.m. A wild, wonderful Wednesday. And you find out why I said is wild because, yes, someone is in the building. Now, it is not just your average Wednesday because I have a guest here with me, someone who is the most, like I always say, I hate to use the word, the most recent evictee of the Big Brother Titan, aka Big Brother Africa. I'm here with Marvin. Hi, Marvin. How are you?
I'm good. Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm okay. It's good to have you here. And yes, my name is the Big P, Paula Chine. So let's kick off. Marvin, there was a lot happening in the house.
Yes.
And it's great to have you here. Mind you, Marvin is so calm in person. Well, you were calm. You were very calm on screen, but we saw you coming out towards the end when you were about to leave the house. Why was that?
I think I don't know. I felt like I was myself, like throughout, like even when I first got into the house and towards like the end of the house. But I would say maybe I know something else I was doing was like I was learning the game as we went on. I didn't really know the game as much, like going into the house. So I was learning. Then I was like figuring out, there's actually like maybe a strategy to this and stuff like that.
So in the beginning, you did not go there with a strategy.
No, I didn't go with any strategy at all.
Well, that was good because there was a time some of us thought you had a strategy, and I'll tell you how. Stirring hearts. But we'll get to that. So now you're outside of the house. How do you feel? What's going on?
I feel good. Well, coming out of the house, right? There is like a perspective you get while you're in the house, but then when you come out from the house, there's a different perspective you get. Right? So one of those was like in the house, like since I said like I came into the house not really knowing much about Big Brother, not really knowing it's the game part of it. But when I came out, I was like, wow, everybody really knows this is a game. Like you can literally say like you can literally go there and play mind games and trick people and and people understand this is a game. That's kind of what I understand now. That's something I didn't understand, stuff like that. So
I like that you mentioned that. So just being out there and being under 24/7 surveillance, were you aware of the fact that people were watching at every given point in time? Were you aware of that fact, or after a while it kind of slipped off your mind and you were just doing your thing?
I've been on reality TV before, so I'm kind of used to like the camera being on you type stuff. But like and so in that case, when I got into the house, I knew like there was cameras, but I wasn't thinking about it. So I was just being myself. That's why I could really like express myself however I feel, because just being me. So
talking about being you, we saw that before you went into the house, prior to when you went into the house, you had already been part of the media at some. So you went for an audition. We saw you ripping things apart, getting ripped up. It was really amazing. And then we also know that you have a degree in engineering.
Yes.
How do you switch from one polar end to the other? Like you go from being this mechanical engineer, right? Chemical. Yeah. Oh, wow. Mind blowing. And then you go on to become a media personality. How have you been able to balance that?
Yeah, it was it's something that was like you mentioned, I do have, I went to college, got my chemical engineering degree as well as other degree in like mathematics and chemistry. That's something I don't mention very much, but that is also in there. And once I did that, it was just something that like people saw through me, and I saw myself like maybe I could be in a different space. And when people saw me, they were like, Marvin, like when I go to, like, let me say when I visit Los Angeles and like I have eyes on me, stuff like that. And then it just came like my mom was like the one that introduced me to, like, actually my mom introduced me to reality TVs. And
are you serious?
Yeah,
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, with Big Brother Niger, she actually started with that. And then when I looked into Big Brother Niger, it was like, okay, now you can actually maybe think about this ones in America. And when I just started like looking into these shows, it just so happened that I got everything that I wanted. Like it just came. So,
I need to ring a bell for you. Do you have like a good luck charm or something?
I believe is more like a purpose, like something like
What is meant to be
what
will
is
be.
meant for you. Like it was something where, like, despite I was doing my engineering, I got to a point where, like, 2 years into like my engineering, I got to a point where like I really needed to start discovering like myself in terms of like myself with God, where like
Ooh.
I was like, you know what, like there's something I want, but what does God want for me, So then that's when I started like asking questions, and I started like actually building my relationship with God, like praying more, reading the Bible, stuff like that. And I really got this connection, and that's when like my life changed.
I like that you mentioned the word
changed.
connection. I want you to lend me that word. Now, we saw different connections in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I interviewed JP, and she was here, and she chose you over every other person. What happened? What's up with you and JP? Because we saw you both hitting things off, establishing connections, and just enjoying one another's company. Of course, she came to you. So you seem to be that guy that you never really made a move. They always came to you. But you were nice enough to, accommodate and entertain. So let's start with JP. What happened with JP? What did it feel like for you? Is it just a friendship? Is it something that, in the future, something might come out to be more than just friendship? What is it like with JP for you?
JP, it was really sweet getting to know JP. Like, even like when she got evicted, like that really got to me, because like we really connected, I don't. It seems like I talk about connection a lot. Like,
no, it's good. I mean, keep it up.
But that's me. Like, going to the show, I really wanted to, I just really want to live it. You know what I mean? So
live in the moment.
Yeah, because despite like you're in there for however long you are, like there's still life outside of the show. So I didn't want to lose any friends I made or any connection. Things like that. So yeah, for JP, like when she came into the house, I never really thought like maybe anything could go on with I and JP at first.
Why?
Yeah.
But did you have your eyes on anyone else perhaps before JP came?
Coming into the house, I wasn't even thinking about anything about ships. I wasn't. So that's why it seemed like I didn't.
You were
really
there to
approach
get
anyone.
your money. It was just about that bag.
Yeah, I was just I was just living. Like, if that happens, if the ships happen, it happens. So I wasn't really like pushing anything. I didn't even know anything about. I didn't even think it was possible to have ships in such a short time.
I mean, anything can happen. It's a big brother.
So I didn't really know.
You didn't really know. But now, something we saw, talking about pushing for anything, we saw Blue Eva come to you the night JP left, and she was clear with her approach. It was more like, oh, I have my eyes on you, I want you, and there should be a possibility of us. Now, there was a triangle or square, so there was you, there was who else, Yemi and Black Boy. I like that you all were brotherly when you came to terms with the fact that, we might be victims of a mind game, or we're being played. However, did that get to you? Did you ever at some point develop any feelings, or did you feel a connection to Blue Ava that, when you found out there were other guys, you felt kind of betrayed or played,
Yeah, so when like me getting to know Blue Ava, it was something that was like actually like I said, I was going in there to be myself. So it was actually a real connection I was actually looking to build with her. You know what I mean? Like, I was actually like, anybody I really talked to, I was actually getting to know them. So that's what I was doing with Blue Ava. I guess if I knew it was a game, I would just continue going with it. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh yeah, we're in this triangle. Okay, let's keep it going. I didn't know that part. I was like, okay, I'm building this connection, but I feel like maybe she's not able to like decide what she wants, and it was a bit messy for me. And
but did you at some point get to like her? Did you have any feelings whatsoever for Blue Eva? Did you?
Of course, I was like building connection, right? Like, if you're actually looking to actually like build connection with a person, you're gonna start like, okay,
having these feelings.
Right. You're gonna start really, because it's a real connection, right? That I'm building. So, But then I started figuring like, okay, I don't know. I just felt like I started like figuring out, okay, maybe this is a game to her, or maybe this is a game, stuff like that. Everything was just not adding up,
I saw you several times. It felt like you were trying to understand what was going on, because for you expected maybe everyone else to be genuine, but some people came there with a game plan, and they were just living up to that plan. They were going by that plan. Now, speaking of a plan, you have you had an amazing partner. Someone everyone felt was the sweetest lady in that
She
build. And
is.
Yaya, see, personally, I
Yeah.
told myself, Yaya, oh Lord, she is. From the first day, I was such a fan. I was
Yeah.
always looking out for her. I was like, she has a pure heart. And then just seeing her gravitate towards you, even before you were paired together, she always had her eyes on you. However, getting closer to you, she was able to express herself. Now, everyone has their preferences and what they prefer, what they like. We saw her opening up and telling you how much she cared. At that point in time, I don't think you felt that way. You may have wanted her as a friend or just like an amazing partner, but in terms of emotions, you want to take your time, right?
Yeah.
You
So
want to take your time.
yeah, with Yaya, basically what happened was like, it happened like really early, like in the whole show, right? So it was like a thing that was like, whoa, like
You
this
were a bit
happening.
skeptical.
I didn't even know much people's names, stuff like that. So I was
okay.
like, okay, she was actually like, flirting and here and there, but I could see like a little sprinkle of like maybe real emotions in there. And that's when I like, talked to her and was like, I feel like this is maybe moving a little fast. Like, let's
Slow
get to
things
actually,
down.
like I said, I was in there. That was not normally what I would do in the natural world, right? That's normally what I would do. But no, if I knew like it was a game, that's something that you could just run with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so not knowing the game part really like kind of okay.
We saw you shine away. Now, the night you came out with her, Ebuka Lawrence asked questions, and it felt like you were you didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but you weren't coming out clear. Do you actually feel? So, how do you feel about Yaya? Like, aside the fact that she was an amazing partner or anything, do you have like emotional feelings for her? Do you have any? Is there a hope of something coming out of your friendship? Something emotional.
Yeah, for Yaya, we like Yaya is a very very like sweet girl. Like I mean, you all saw that. She's very caring. She's like
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. She's someone that has a lot of qualities that you can potentially like have as a partner. You know what I mean? So in the house, we really connected. We like really connected very well. And now leaving the house, it's I think I told Ebuka or maybe Big Brother sometime that the person that I will have like the strongest connection with leaving that house, I would say is Yaya. With the connection we already did built and with the partnership, you spend a lot of
So,
time.
are you
with
still
that
in
partner.
contact with her?
Absolutely. So it's just something where like now we're gonna keep talking and and just
You see how things
doing that
go.
and see how and see how that goes.
Oh wow. Okay, Marvin, thank you. It's been amazing. Now you're outside of the house. We know that you're really into fitness. You have your degree in chemical engineering. You have the math and chemistry part of it. There's so much going on. You seem like a multifaceted person, but now you're outside of the house. You have this platform. What are we expecting from Marvin?
For Marvin, my goal is to make people healthier, right? To make people healthier in terms of health and fitness. So I'm big on that. So that means training people to lose weight, on how to lose weight. That's what I specialize on. Actually, I do have a company right now that I actually specialize on making people lose as much as
Do you need like free guinea humans, like people for lab tests? Do you need a lab rat?
Yeah, I actually did that at some point. When we test out a
See,
new
Marvin,
program.
if I find out you're testing on anyone else, and I'm here. Okay, but yes, that's amazing. Are you also going to be like probably a celebrity fitness trainer, or you're just going to go industrial with it? Are you going to put out products that can help you enhance your weight loss? What are you going to be doing altogether?
Well, I actually have a product right now that helps you enhance, weight loss, build muscle. It also serves as a meal replacement, like where if instead of eating like junk or something, you can actually eat that and it actually helps with weight loss. And that product is under my company called Zinzu Nutrition. Nutrition. So there's going to be more products coming in that sector. And also I do fitness coaching, like the celebrity training that you talked about. For me, it's just like training. Nice. I guess you can call that celebrity, but like for me, it's training to help everyone,
The
like
average person.
Yes, to help everyone lose weight, build muscle, whatever your goal is, or even just be more active, mental health, all that stuff. That's really what fitness does for you. It's not just to build muscle. Yeah, it's actually way more than that. Way more than that.
All right.
Yeah.
And are we going to be seeing you on the screen? Probably acting, rapping, singing.
Yeah, something else that I've done in the past.
Because I saw you dancing. I saw you dancing. Like, I saw you dancing, So you were really dancing. There was a time I felt like your stick was getting in the way. You know when they gave you the stick?
Yeah.
And it was like, I can barely wait to drop this and just blow things up. And I was like, oh, you drop this stick.
Yes.
You can dance. So you want to show us some dance stuff? Okay, well, that's amazing.
I'm big on dancing. I love to dance. I think I mentioned that before going to Big Brother house. Like, you're gonna see me definitely on the dance floor. So that's something I just can't help.
Are we gonna see you in the clubs?
But what you're gonna see me doing is modeling as well. So modeling is something that I've done in the past. I've done modeling internationally in the US,
nice.
Also like in international countries as well.
Okay.
So that's something that you're gonna be seeing. I know I don't wear a lot of clothes, but
Marvin, I was gonna say, how often do you catch a cold? Because
but the thing is, when I actually wear clothes, it actually looks good on me. So
so why won't you keep them on? Because it felt like all the other guys are just there with their shirts, and Marvin comes in topless, and the girls are like, and then they start gravitating towards you. Marvin is acting all innocent, like, what did I do? What's going on here? I'm confused.
Yeah, because I'm so used to it. Like,
you're used to being topless.
Because I'm usually, like, when I stay at home, you just have it. But Big Brother, on the other hand, I didn't know about the whole they're going to be doing like a week, fashion week, and just in the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't like an official fashion week, but just the housemates.
Yeah.
They were dressing really nice. I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
Yeah, that came at me as a surprise.
So, all in all, are we going to see you wearing your top more or less?
Less.
Let's get
The normal me you saw is me normally.
So,
right? But like when I'm like going out, right, I put a shirt on. But like at home, like I was in the Big Brother house, which is home, I usually have my shirt off. Just I don't know.
You heard Marvin. For those of you who would love to see Marvin, just expect, less. Less is more.
Less is more.
All right, Marvin, before we go, any last words to your fans, those who rooted for you, who wanted to see you win? Now you're outside of the house. What should they expect? Any words? How can they get across to you via your social media platforms? Your handles.
Yeah, first I want to say thank you to the Marvels, right? The Marvels and whoever else like supported me, supported I and Yaya through this entire like experience. Like, I really love you guys. Like, you guys mean a lot. I didn't really expect like people were gonna like really like support me like that. So when I actually came out of the house and actually see that, wow, people actually care. Like, wow, that really,
the love has been overwhelming.
Yeah, like I'm very, very grateful for everyone, everybody at all that did that.
That's so cute.
Thank you so much. And also, you're gonna see more of me, of course. Like, you can see more of me on my social medias, right? I'm gonna be talking more about all this experience and also like my future goals. So you can see me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, everything. I'm going to be posting a lot because I have a lot to like talk about, to discuss with my fans and everyone, right? So you can see me on those social media platforms. My handle is Marvin Archie, and that's just my first name and last name, no space. Marvin Archie, MarvinACHI, Marvin Archie. Check me out, and we're going to be doing more of that. And also, check out my businesses, right? I talked about a lot about like fitness, right? Everything that has to do with weight loss, beauty, muscle, just to feel better. That's me. Fitness and health is me. That's fully what I do, right? And that's my goal. That's my purpose. That's my passion, right? So check me out, my social medias. You can see links of my products, Zindu Nutrition, Zindu Transform, and my apps, all that stuff, right? Check it out and let's get fit together and let's make the world a fitter place. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marvin. Yes, and if you want to catch me, and sure, before you do that, you're following Lagos Talks across all social media platforms. Our handle is one and the same at Lagos Talks 913. My name is Paula Chan, aka the Big P. My handle on Instagram is Paula Chan, PaulaChyn.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.